Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am so glad you stopped by. Today we are diving into an exciting hair experiment with Cassia powder, sometimes called colorless henna, but it's not henna at all. I will explore its benefits, test whether it gives hair a golden tint, and see if it lightens hair. If you are curious about natural hair treatments and love experiments, stick around. Cassia powder can be a fantastic natural conditioner, giving your hair volume, shine, and softness. It's also versatile, you can use it on its own or mix it with henna or indigo paste for different colors and shades. When applied to the scalp, Cassia can promote hair growth, improve overall hair condition, and even fight dandruff. Cassia coats the hair shaft, flattering and smoothing the cuticle. This boosts light reflection, giving your hair a glossy shine while making it stronger and thicker. I found information suggesting that Cassia, when mixed into a paste and used immediately, acts only as a conditioner without creating a golden tint. However, when soaked in lemon juice overnight, it can give a golden hue to blonde, light gray, or other light-colored hair. This is why Cassia is sometimes called blonde henna. In this experiment, I will test if Cassia can truly create a golden shade and, most importantly, whether it can lighten hair. For this experiment, I prepared 4 hair samples. The yellow color is for Cassia mixed with pure lemon juice and left overnight before application. Second sample is marked with orange, and I will mix equal amounts of water and lemon juice for this one to check if that gives any difference. I will leave this one overnight too before application on hair. According to my previous hair experiments, which showed that lemon juice can lighten the hair with and without sun exposure, I'm curious if together with Cassia can lighten the hair. Sample marked with green is for Cassia mixed with pure water and applied immediately on hair. The additional strand marked in blue is a control sample to compare if Cassia changes the color and volume of hair or not. To prepare the Cassia paste, I used 2 small bowls. The first contains Cassia mixed with equal parts lemon juice and water. I'm using filter water, but you can use distilled water as well. The second contains Cassia mixed with pure lemon juice. I left both of them covered overnight. The next day, I prepared a third paste with Cassia and water only, applying it immediately to the hair sample. I then applied Cassia lemon mixtures to other 2 hair samples. Afterward, I covered the hair samples with foil. To simulate scalp temperature, I pour 50 degrees Celsius water in a hot water bottle and then place it inside a warm winter hat. I was monitoring and replacing the water as needed to keep it warm. I kept the samples for about 5 hours. When I checked the samples, something interesting happened. I found that the hair sample treated with just Cassia and water had a smell of fermented herbs. The samples with lemon juice and lemon water mixtures had a soft herbal fragrance with no sign of fermentation. Anyway, I just rinsed the samples with pure lukewarm water and left it to dry. Here is the effect. My hair samples are already golden blonde, so I was worried if I would see any difference. However, the results were clear even after just 1 use. The Cassia-treated samples appear shinier with more highlights and a slightly lighter color. Surprisingly, even the sample with pure Cassia and water showed lighter highlights compared to the control sample. Here is a side-by-side comparison of each sample. Let me know if you can spot the differences too. Cassia's effects can continue to develop for 1 to 3 days after application. During this time, its strengthening and conditioning properties settle into the hair shaft and the golden tint may become more pronounced. For this reason, I decided to leave the samples for 3 days and here is the effect. The Cassia-treated samples had more shine, golden highlights, and felt softer to the touch. After washing the samples with a gentle shampoo and letting them dry, the hair felt silky, soft, and noticeably shinier. The difference was most pronounced in the samples treated with cassia and lemon juice. The sample with pure lemon juice seemed the lightest, with vibrant golden highlights. The difference is not that big in the case of the sample treated with cassia and water, but I can clearly see that the sample also obtained golden highlights. While the camera may not fully capture the differences, I assure you they are evident in person. Here are the clips in natural light. Also with the cassia treated hair, especially the one with the pure lemon juice, every single hair is covered with highlights from top to bottom, while the hair in control sample only has highlights in a few spots. I hope this explanation makes sense to you. I wanted to mention that the smell of fermentation is noticeable on the sample treated with cassia mixed only with water, even after I washed it with shampoo. I plan to apply cassia again to my samples to see if the difference in color becomes more visible. I kept the samples in a warm environment for about 4 hours. Here is the comparison after the second application of cassia on the hair strands. I decided to show the results in natural sunlight. The hair has already been washed with shampoo after being left for 3 days following the cassia application. I hope you can see the difference in color, highlights, and shine compared to the control sample. The smell of the sample treated with cassia and water is still the same. It smells like fermented or rotten greens, which isn't very pleasant. In contrast, the sample treated with lemon and water smells like freshly harvested grain, which I really like. The sample treated with cassia and pure lemon juice has a sweet scent, similar to dried berries. The sensory experience is fascinating, so I decided to describe it as precisely as possible. Let me know if you've had a similar experience when using cassia on your hair. And here are the results after the third application of cassia on the hair strands. The hair has been washed with shampoo after being left for 3 days after application. The color hasn't changed much since the first application, but I feel there is even more highlights and the shine is incredible. The hair also seems thicker and fuller compared to the control sample. I can't quite decide which sample is the lightest. After the first use of cassia, I found that the cassia mixed with pure lemon juice was the lightest, but now it seems like the lemon juice and water mixed might be lighter. Let me know what do you think. I stopped experimenting with hair samples after those 3 applications, but I decided to use the leftover cassia powder directly on my hair. I had 69 and 4 grams of cassia powder remaining. I mix it with lemon juice and water in roughly equal parts since pure lemon juice can be too strong for the scalp. I used 5 lemons, squeezed the juice, and removed the seeds and pulp to get pure lemon juice. If you decide to do this, don't throw away the pulp and skin. I used them to make a delicious and healthy lemonade. Place the pulp and lemon leftovers in a glass jug. Pour warm, not hot water over them and a scoop of natural honey. Mix everything, let it cool, and your refreshing lemonade is ready. Now back to the cassia mix. I ended up with around 140 ml of lemon juice, which I used to mix with the cassia powder. Then I added 60 ml of pure filtered water to create a creamy paste. If you prefer a paste-like consistency, you can stop here with the liquids, but reduce the amount of lemon juice and add more water instead. I prefer a runnier consistency for easier application, so I added 50 ml more water. I left the paste covered overnight. Next, I applied the mixture to my hair, which I had washed the day before and left to dry without any conditioner. I covered my hair with a shower cap and then wrapped it in a towel to keep it warm. After 4 hours, I rinse it out with pure water, avoiding the use of conditioner to assess the condition of the hair after the treatment. The rinsing process was very easy, and my hair was left free of particles or residue. Here is how my hair looked before the cassia treatment. I have some white hairs that are quite visible against my dark hair. Apparently, cassia can give white hairs a golden shade, and I wanted to test this. And here is how it looked 4 days after the treatment, once I had washed it with shampoo. Even though there may be some differences in lighting in those videos, I want you to see how shiny and healthy my hair is. The white hairs are still there, but seem more blended or less noticeable due to the intense shine. I believe one application isn't enough to fully transform white or gray hair. Here is a close-up of my hair compared to the cassia-treated samples before applying cassia to my hair. And here you can see my hair after cassia treatment. You can see how much shinier my hair looks after just one use. Finally, I would like to give you some tips if you want to try cassia on your hair. The best results come from mixing cassia with lemon juice or a lemon water blend. If you have sensitive skin, dilute the lemon juice with at least 50% of water. Let your cassia and lemon juice mixture sit for 6 to 8 hours before applying it to your hair and scalp. Cassia mixed with only water and used immediately also gives golden highlights. But when combined with lemon, it seems to lighten the hair a bit. Cassia mixed with water only ferments and gives off an unpleasant smell that stays on the hair even after washing with shampoo. Therefore, try to add at least 10% of lemon juice to the mixture. Always use distilled or filter water to avoid reactions between cassia and minerals like calcium or chlorine. Hot water isn't necessary, cassia works well with cold water too. After applying cassia to your hair, cover it with foil or shower cap, then put on a winter hat to keep it warm. This way, the cassia works better but also doesn't dry out, so you can easily rinse it off. Avoid shampooing your hair for 48 to 72 hours after treatment. This allows the benefits of cassia to fully settle. Instead, rinse out the cassia with water only. If your hair feels dry, use a lightweight, silicone-free conditioner or a few drops of natural oil like argan or jojoba. You can also use my homemade oils blend that works amazing on my hair. I plan to order more cassia and use it once or twice a month because I love the results, even more than those from Amla mask, which is also an amazing treatment. You can check out my video on Amla in the description box below. Have you tried cassia before? Let me know in the comments, I would love to hear about your results. If you enjoyed this video, consider joining my membership program to support the channel. Don't forget to like and share the video to help enrich more people. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!